Let us try to study what are mixtures. If you see the picture on the slide, there is a funnel which carries substance 1, 2 and 3 and together they form a mixture, which means mixtures are constituted by more than one kind of substance. Or I can say mixtures are made up of more than one kind of purest form of matter, because we know that substance is the purest form of matter. Now, can I separate substance 1 from separate substance 2 by simple physical process? Let us take an example of salt water. Salt water is a mixture. It has substance 1, that is salt, and substance 2, that is water. Now I can separate salt and water from each other by evaporation or crystallization, which both are physical processes of separation. We are going to work a little more on this in the next part of the lesson, where we are going to talk about separation of substances by some methods. But can I separate components that make salt? Can I separate components that make water from each other by physical process? Then no. Okay, salt and water, they are compounds, which is a pure substance. But if I want to extract them in their elemental forms, then I cannot rely on physical processes. I will need some chemical process to separate the compounds sodium chloride and water H2O in their elemental form. So as of now, just think on the lines that mixtures which have more than one type of substances, we can separate the substances, but we cannot extract them into their elemental forms by simple physical processes. Think the soft drinks that you drink, soil solutions which are around, sugar, are these substances or are these mixtures? Think and write down your answers. After we studied what are mixtures, mixtures is having more than one or more than two type of purest form of substances. Let us see how can mixtures be categorized. See the pictures on the slide. On one side you have a lemonade. I'm sure it's summer and all of you are having lemonade. Once you make that lemonade, can you tell me where is sugar, where is water, where is lemon juice in it? No. In a glass full of lemonade, I cannot tell you, but taste wise I can tell you this is not water, this is lemonade. But as far as components are concerned, I cannot tell you where is sugar, where is salt. So which means it has uniform composition. Okay, and that's why I say such type of mixtures are homogeneous mixtures. Okay, now please note the compositions of these substances can vary. For example, I'm making a lemonade. I have a tendency, I like more of lemon into it. So for me, I will add more of lemon. For another person sitting next to me, maybe he likes a sweetened version of lemonade. So he will add more amount of sugar. So the composition of substances can vary, but still it will be a homogeneous mixture. Okay, and as I vary the components of substances, maybe the intensity of the color might also change. Okay, let's take example of kokum sarbat. Somebody adds more amount of syrup, somebody adds less. So the one which has more will be more reddish, the one which has less amount of syrup will be less reddish. So the intensity of color will also change. Vis-a-vis, for mixtures where your composition is not uniform and I can physically distinctly see, okay, this top layer is of oil and the below layer is of water, I say that such type of mixture is a heterogeneous mixture. Think, will alloy be a mixture? You've studied what is alloy. Think and tell me, will alloy be a mixture? After going through what are mixtures and its types, in the next video we will see what are solutions and what are its different types.